Foul Play YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome back. It's Bruce here with Foul Play Outdoors. Finally getting around to getting some new content. Had some things keeping me away. Wasn't planning on some of it. Took a trip back to Kentucky to visit the family and do some car show stuff. And while I was out there, I won the coronavirus lottery. So Omicron variant has got me down. Still tested positive as of yesterday, but I'm out here. I'm not around anybody. Full tank of gas. Don't have to stop. And I'm about, what's this, about the 9th or 10th day of it. Um, it sucks, but it's not the worst thing ever. So it just feels like a bad cold. So I decided I'm done with sitting around on the couch. I got some work I need to do out here at the farm. It's August 22nd, 2022. So I'm going to head down the hill here, hop on the old four-wheeler, and ride down the hill to one of the holes that's a little bit more of a moist soil management unit down there. Lots of smart weed. I've been working on pulling the water off of it because I want to keep it dry until right before the season. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Gonna work on digging out a beaver dam a little bit and probably try to put in some drainage pipe so I can control the water like I have in some other spots. So I'm gonna hop on the four-wheeler, ride down the hill. While I do that, I'm gonna show you some footage that I shot a couple of weeks ago when it was much hotter and I was trying to start the digging. So give that a little bit of a backstory. It's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff, but you guys watch that. I'm gonna ride down the hill, and when I get down, we'll take a look at where we stand today. All right. All right, we made it back down the hill safe and sound. And as we can see, we got lots of water out here. So the story on this has always been a swampy, low area. I think at one point in time, the creek backed up on the backside. I wonder if it is now. Probably not. Beavers made this ditch, which has only grown over the years. You can see they got one little dam here, which I think they've been working on. That heads out to the creek, and then we got the main plug over here that's holding water in the creek. So I really want to drain this spot because I want my stuff to grow, but I'm gonna have to dig out two separate beaver dams, and I bet you anything that what I dig tonight, they plug up tonight. But we're gonna give it a go. So let's walk out here and take a look at her, see what we got going on. So last year I used the old Harbor Freight 3-inch trash pump. Just set it out here, let it run, and I filled this up with water, and it did really well actually for an inexpensive piece of equipment. It did great. So all right, one of my concerns here is allayed. I think that's the proper use of that word. Is this smartweed is doing very nicely. I was afraid that would be too much water on it, but nope. It's if anything, it's thriving. So I'm gonna cut this down, bring it down. Maybe I'll just cut the first dam, bring it down about a foot. This is probably just about perfect. You can see it's ankle deep. You know, ducks don't need a lot of water. I like it to maybe be a couple inches deeper, but it actually gets deeper back in the back there. There's a whole other hole back there. But you can see this ditch, she's probably not quite deep enough for her to swim in yet. And she's not a big dog. Buckbrush, man, if anybody's got a secret for annihilating that stuff, let me know. I didn't trim any trees here. This actually is on the neighbor's property, but we pretty much have permission to do as we please. Didn't plant. Threw a little bit in this ditch when it was dry. Sure, that's not germinating. But nice thing about this, with this being good moist soil habitat, look that word up, that phrase up there. Since I didn't plant this, I can come in here with a weed eater and lay waste to it. So one of the reasons why I want to drain this is get it dry, come in here, I don't know, whenever, a couple weeks before I want to flood it back out and weed eat the snot out of it, get it down. Spread those seeds, hopefully the smart weed goes to seed, but lay that stuff down, get that nice substrate there that all the invertebrates love to get into, which will help them populate, which the ducks will eat. So we're going to get through here. We're going to come right over here, and I am getting ready to start digging on that bad boy there. So I'm going to set you up and let you watch some of this, because I'm sure work fascinates you and you can watch it for hours. Here we go. All right, change of plans. I was going to cut this beaver dam out. It's too hot, and a shovel is not the right tool. I need a pickaxe and a younger back. So I got a little bit of it going. Let me get that thing down there. Not enough to do anything, but I'm dying already. So I may take a page out of the playbook of Yellow Lab 247. He's got a YouTube channel that I've been watching. I'll link to him, link to one of his videos if I can figure out how to do that. In this, where he uses tannerite and blows it up. So maybe that's what I'll do. I thought that was going to be a next year thing, but I think it's going to be a this year thing. Problem is I don't know if I can get safely far enough away from it. I don't know enough about that, but maybe I'll reach out to him and get some info on that, or look around. I'm sure I'm not the first guy to blow up a beaver dam with tannerite. So that's where we're at. We're going to walk back around the back, check out some stuff over there. We got one other hole that may have dried up. I don't know. We've had some rain. A little bit of rain on it would be good because I got rice over there. So we'll go check that out. All right. All right, here we are, take two on trying to drain this part of the swamp. You know, Donald Trump not required this time. But I got in here earlier, as you saw, and tried to work on this beaver dam I'm standing on, and it won. I fought the beaver, and the beaver won. But I'm going to try again. I meant to bring a pickaxe and tannerite. Both are sitting in the shop at home, so I figured, well, I'm here. I'll see if I can make a little headway and try to get this down. The beavers did not fill in what I had already dug out. If anything, they're using it as a slide. So if I can get this down a few more inches, I'll start to pull some water off of this. I don't think I can get it down enough. I'd really like to drop this about a foot or so. You can see back there behind me, and the vegetation you can see has got water in it as well. So I'd like to get it dry. So for one thing, I'm not sure this dam I'm standing on will hold water all summer and all winter as well. It didn't last year, so I wanted to let it dry out. That seemed to help, and put a water control structure in here so that I can just easily raise and lower that to either drain or hold the water in here. So I'm gonna see if I can find a place to set you guys so you can watch, and I'll get to work on it. Here we go. I really wish my buddy Tom was here right now. All right, actually made pretty good progress. Not too long. I didn't make you watch all of the shoveling, but that's gonna drain. Now this isn't gonna drain completely until I work on this other plug that got right down there, and that's got a lot of sticks in it, so that's gonna be fun. But I got some water movement here. I'm gonna start to pull some water off of it. It's gonna take it a while, I am sure. Run through that little small drain, This is also going to erode a little bit, but it can really only come down maybe 4 inches between the pond over here and this plugged up ditch. So I'm gonna leave this be for now. I'm gonna go run to the other end of this hole. I put a camera out there that wasn't working, so I'm gonna go check on it. But I got this going for now. I'll come back and check before I leave and see how much the water has gone down. But pretty good progress, and I didn't die this time, which is nice. All right, here we go. All right, here we are down here. We made it down on the four-wheeler without any crashes. So hope you enjoyed the kind of the background footage where I was trying to drain out some of this. I'm going to show you that in a second and work on it a little bit more, but I'm starting to get some water off this. So if you're looking behind me, there's a lot of good duck food back here. There is a lot of smartweed, which if you look right here next to me, that's all of this here. Some of it is actually starting to make some flowers. In this section over here, I'll turn the camera on in a second. Maybe you can see over my shoulder, there's some pink flowers back there, which is the good, I think, Pennsylvania smartweed. Last year, all of this was underwater, and hopefully for the same this year. So let me pause for a second, turn the camera around, and let you guys have a good look. All right, here we are out here, so you can see that's all smartweed right through there. Loads of it, loads of it. Lots of other, some trees growing up. It actually goes back through there. There's a nice open hole back there, which we'll look at in a minute. If we look over here, I don't know how well it's going to show up. It's only about 10 yards away. Let me try to get a good angle at it. But right over there, we got some nice pink flowers coming up on that smartweed. Some right in there. Oh, there's a good stand of it right there. Looks like I can see some all the way in the back. Probably 60 yards or more back to the woods is where it floods. There's buckbrush all in through here. Buckbrush here, here. I've been cleaning it out. Did clean some out this spring. Cleaned some out last fall, but that stuff's hard to kill. So I'll get back in here some. Probably won't mess with this. Maybe I'll start clearing some buckbrush out this fall as well. Going to definitely get this flooded and have them come in here and eat this smartweed. This smartweed was not in here last year. Really, there was nothing growing in here last year except the buckbrush, and the wood ducks were just dropping out of the sky. So hopefully that continues. All right, so we're going to step over here and work on draining the swamp a little bit more. All right, here we are. We're back, I think this is round 3 for the beaver dam here. I've just been cutting it through slowly but surely with a shovel. I've got it drained down quite a bit. I probably dropped the water about a foot in here. But I do know it's deeper in the back, so I'm going to drain it a little bit more and try to get a pipe in there. You can see where I've cut through with the shovel. Pretty good work. Right down here, there is a secondary dam, which I blew up with some tannerite. Let's take a second and watch me blow some stuff up with the tannerite. Boom. All right, hopefully that was fun to see. I know it was fun to do. That stuff is awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna go down there and dig that out with the shovel a little bit more. Looks like the creek is higher. Let's walk down there and take a look. All right, here we are. This is a little secondary plug that the beavers put in this ditch. Beavers dug this ditch and then plugged it back up. I don't know why they did that. But you can see kind of the main crater there. That's what a 1 pound tub of tannerite did. Actually did 3 charges. There's one over there. That one didn't light off for some reason. But I blew this up with tannerite. Got it to drain a little bit. Looks like it's still about 6 inches higher on this side. So I'm going to dig this out some more. I'd like to get this all the same length as the creek. That'll help me drain the main hole a little bit more. And then can really control the water good. So I'm All right, I'm gonna set you guys down and pick up a shovel. Fun times. All right, we got the water moving a little bit better here. I'm gonna take it down a little bit more though. Really want to get this side of the plug the same height as a creek. A little bit more. Really just trying to beat it up here, let erosion do most of the hard work for me. All right, I think that's going to get it down pretty good. I'll let that run. I'm going to step over here, work on the main dam a little bit. You guys have already seen me do that, so I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute, do a little work, and then I'll show you the results. All right, here we go. All right, we got some good water flow here. Got the secondary plug in the ditch opened up nicely. This appears to be flowing downstream pretty well. And the main plug, as you can see, is running pretty good. I'm probably not going to get all the water out with that, but I'm going to get pretty close. So I'm going to run up the other end of this hole, the far end, which is actually deeper, and see how it's draining. All right, let's go take a look. All right, here we are, all the way back in the back. So you can see by the mud flat around the edge here that the work I'm doing on that dam is paying off. This was knee deep out here. It's about half that now. You can see mud flats over there. That buckbrush in the center was in water a month ago. So this is shaping up. I had tried to plant this, but then I got that big flood like second week of July. So that was a no-go. So it's just going to be natural vegetation. I don't think that's any of my millet coming up over there. Doubt it. We got a little bit of smartweed, maybe some duck potato. This has been underwater all summer, so it hasn't had a chance to do a whole heck of a lot. Now you can see, let me step out, if I can step out here without sinking up to my crotch in mud. It's a pretty good size opening here. It's just with the buckbrush. We lost a duck in there last year. It's just too thick. We couldn't get to it, and it was too muddy. We couldn't walk. And since I had lost Elsie last spring, who was my hot rod duck retriever, didn't have her magic nose here to find it for us. So I hope you're listening, Rosie, because you're on deck, baby. Your first birthday's coming up here in a couple weeks. That's opening day of dove season, and then we're going to have her on some ducks, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's a little update of what we got going on this particular hole. A little bit more of a natural moist soil. Plans for this, I do want to eventually get all of that stuff, all that buckbrush out of here, and probably set a blind right where we're sitting right here, facing back that way, get all that stuff out, and then put some rice and or millet in here. But that'll be for next season. So all right, I'm going to sign off for now. Hope you enjoyed this update on our moist soil management practices here with foul play and getting ready for duck season. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.